Hey, this is Sean. Welcome back to My Favorite Strings. This is episode 4, and we're going to focus on my nylon string classical guitar made by Epiphone in the early 70s, whose name is House. I just want to do a little housekeeping and say thanks to YouTube's new super good AI for figuring out what songs I was playing and blaming me for playing those songs. So if you see a commercial in a video of mine that has only like 50 views, you can thank whoever owns Paul Simon's music now. Thanks Paul Simon for inventing the A chord, by the way. But now I'm looking at the series a little differently. Gonna play a little more original stuff, improvise some more, so that it's, you know, you make lemons out of lemonade. You know what I mean? You reverse engineer that shit. But anyway, a little acidity on otherwise a pretty chill episode, because with a nylon string guitar, it's so much different than a steel string acoustic even, and adds a lot of different voice and ideas to your playing with, yeah, the very different strings, softer sound, huge giant neck, slatted headstock. It's all very different, but this is kind of more, you know, what more modern guitars are copying from, you know, the Spanish style original. And the first time that I met a nylon string guitar was actually my cousin Jesse had in high school, I think, gone on like some sort of a class trip to the country of Spain, and he came back with, you know, something a lot like this that he just bought off a street vendor, and I thought that was really cool. You know, I was vaguely aware of nylon string guitars and how cool they were, but I'd never owned one until I went to a local music shop called Bees Music in Mount Pleasant, Michigan, which used to be Cook's Music, and it had a whole long history of cool instruments flowing through there. But I saw this about, I don't know, a week before my 28th birthday, and so between that week and my birthday, I got my tax refund check, which was nice. So I opened up a new bank account that day. I got dressed up in an all black pinstripe suit and fancy shoes, and went and started a new bank account, cashed this refund check, and went to the store where this was, hoping it was still there, by the way. But yes, it was still there. I brought an empty case with me, just in case this was still there, and it was, thankfully. This little guy, $100, right on the nose. Very cool. It's just out of the window of being in the Kalamazoo collection, but this was, you know, Epiphone was also owned by Gibson, and, you know, the higher end stuff, I don't know, maybe they were producing all the Epiphones in Japan by the early 70s when this is from. I love Japanese made instruments too, they're equally as good. So House's birthday is the same as mine, 3/27/1970. I'm not that old, but he is. And it inspired the trend of buying myself a guitar for my birthday every other year. So yeah, this little guy, I don't know if someone bought it as like a student model or a professional model, I don't know. It's really hard to tell. But I thought, you know, of Willie Nelson, first of all. He has his 1968 Martin whatever classical guitar that he has worn so many holes in, and he won't even allow his guitar tech to do anything to it. I don't know why he has a guitar tech then at that point, but he's Willie. He's just Willie. One time I sat in this like ready-made ER place for something. I don't know if I was sick or my partner was sick or something, but I read on my phone from Texas Magazine. I read the whole history of Willie Nelson's guitar. So I was like, well, maybe I have something that I can keep by my side that much. And yeah, I think the simplicity of it does make you play differently. I think Willie Nelson would play differently had he been using, you know, a Telecaster his whole career. But he switched to this and stuck with it. So I'm like, yeah, I mean, for $100, and plus I've always wanted one of these. And so that Epiphone I love too. That was a hashtag I started because people would be like, Gib Sunday, Telly Tuesday. I'm like, Epiphone every day? That's something people can get their hands on and play every day and not feel bad about it, like I said at the beginning. Get that kind of guitar, that's what you want. Take it everywhere. I don't remember exactly why I named it House, other than I really liked the Japanese horror movie from the late 70s called House. I did try and go on Facebook and be like, what, is there any remnant of, this was 2017, so it's like, that's eons ago after the pandemic. It's like, that was so long ago. So I think it was a trifold reason that I named it House, but I can remember, the horror movie I love, so that's why we're going with that. I got this too. I had been doing a project recording 60s songs that I really liked on a 4-track, and I blew out 2 of the tracks, if you can picture that. Anyway, I got this guitar after I made all that, but I think this would have it would have made me calm down a little bit, because it sounds good even through any type of budget recording equipment. But yeah, this is something I would recommend to people starting out, because you won't really hurt your fingers much on such soft strings. But also, this is what the super professionals play note for note Beethoven on, so quite a range. And I've been able to open my mind up too to just different. It just feels different. You play more kind of what you might want to play, but I don't know. I've been getting more into acoustic guitars because they make you play deliberately. You can't just bend everything the way you want necessarily. So that's pretty much what I would have to say about this little guy. But love you, buddy.